off of economic fears and failures, stirs up false divisions and ancient hates, turns anger into a political weapon. But my friends, anger never fed a hungry child, did it? Anger never protected a family's home or sent a kid to college. Anger never built a great republic. I say, to hell with Trump's American nightmare. We believe in the American dream.
Boy, I'll tell you, it was blistering last night. Just blistering on Donald Trump. And that was Martin O'Malley, who was a candidate himself for the presidency on the Democratic side. You might recall some of the debates, and man, he came out of the chute against Donald Trump and for Hillary Clinton last night. I'm really pleased that Misty Snow could take time and would take time in a very busy schedule today to join us here on the Doug Wright Show. And Misty, thank you again for your time, and maybe you could tell everybody what you have been doing. I understand you're participating in all kinds of panels. You'll be speaking today to the LGBT caucus. Tell us where you are and what you've been doing.
So I'm in Philadelphia right now at the Democratic National Convention. It's been a great week. It's been an exciting week. I was happy to be in the hall as the Utah delegation cast their votes for president, and I'm happy to be here today. I'm in the LGBT caucus room. LGBT caucus going to start around noon. I'm told I get to make a short speech around 1 o'clock, so I'm really excited for that.
Now, I am hearing that the president and Mrs. Obama will be at that caucus. Will they be there when you speak?
I've heard that there's nothing 100% confirmed, but the security at this building is much tighter than it has been the last 2 days. So there's definitely somebody very important in the building today. So I think it is possible. I have heard that Michelle Obama might be speaking at this caucus. I don't know if that's true or not, or if it's just a rumor, but they're certainly higher security. So.
You know, I've spoken to some fairly interesting groups with some rather interesting and prominent people in the room, but never either the president or the first lady. What are you going to be telling that group today, Misty?
I'm going to be talking a bit. I've been told I get probably about 2 minutes. I'll talk a lot about the historical nature of my nomination and also Clinton's nomination. I'll be talking about stuff you would touch briefly on some of the issues I care about and why it's important to elect candidates to support those issues, and then probably tell them what my website is and how they can find out more about me and support me.
It is interesting because out of the state of Utah, and some would say of all places, we have the very first transgender candidate for a major political party running for the United States Senate. And then over in our neighboring state of Colorado, I think it's their 5th congressional district, they too have a candidate but running in Congress as a transgender. Tell us a little bit about some of the opportunities and maybe even some of the challenges that you've faced, Misty.
So there has been a lot of great press about being the first trans nominee for U.S. Senate. A lot of great press, a lot of great support all over the country, a lot of excitement in Utah and all over the country. It's been great. A lot of young people, millennials, really excited in Utah. But also, I think it's not just trans, but also I would be the first millennial to the U.S. Senate that also really excites millennials. So I get a lot of support. I mean, I don't think I've had any real challenges any more than like any other candidate would. I'm running against an incumbent. That's always tough. I'm running against an incumbent that doesn't have the highest approval rating. So if there might be an opening there, and it's going to be an interesting election, and we're certainly going to do our best to win it.
Any statewide election is going to take some fairly serious money. Is the money flowing in, Misty?
Well, every candidate always wants more money. It's how it is. And even if you think you have enough, you still want more. And it has been coming a bit better than what we had during the primary. But of course, we want more. We would love to have more. And if anybody's listening would like to make a small donation, MistyKSnow.com is where you can help me out there.
We're talking with our candidate for the Senate, Democratic candidate, will be running and is running right now against Senator Mike Lee. Let's get a little take on this convention so far, Misty. And, I'm sorry if I did ask you in the past. I don't recall. Are you feeling the burn, or are you for her?
I was a very strong supporter of Bernie Sanders, and that's, I don't think, unusual for Utah Democrats. We were Sanders' third best state, and our delegation, they voted 29 to 8 in favor of Sanders, which I think was probably like one of the strongest. I mean, maybe I think Vermont was probably, like, percentage-wise, is the strongest delegation in the actual delegate vote. So it's definitely, Utah's definitely a very strong Sanders state. Delegates are very strong Sanders.
Misty,
yes.
Yes.
That's how it is, but he's not the nominee. Hillary Clinton was nominated 2 nights ago. She's got to accept the nomination. Whether or not some Utah Democrats can get behind her or not, I think what's important, though, that everyone needs to recognize, even Republicans should recognize, that for the first time in our history, a major party has nominated a woman to be the president of the United States. Whether or not however, anything else you think about her, it is an historic moment that is worth celebrating.
Misty, I appreciate the chance to talk with you. I know you've got a very busy schedule today, and if you could have somebody take a picture of you, especially if the president and the first lady are there, you ought to send it to us, and we'll put it on our Facebook page.
All right, I'll definitely tell the people who are here with me, who are going to be taking pictures now of, like, me and the surroundings. I'll definitely tell them to send you some pictures, and if the first lady or Obama or another prominent figure does end up in the room, I'll tell them definitely snap some pictures of them too, and also send them over. Thank you very much for having me on your show, and again, for viewers who are interested in finding out more about me, my website is mistyksnow.com, mistyksnow.com. Thank you very much.
Good luck on your speech today. Misty K. Snow with us, candidate for the Senate in the state of Utah, running against Mike Lee. 9:45.